So let's go through the definitions first. What did you guys get for point? G, very good. What about ray? D, it has one end point and then goes on forever. Line? C, very good. Segment? F, definite beginning and definite ending. Good. Conjecture? H, an unproven statement. Good. A counterexample is A. Good. Hold on. Collinear.
They're both the same.
Hold on. In B, though, look, it says the same plane. So that would be planar. So that's B. And then where is the one with the line? Line is E. So collinear is E. Coplanar is B. I will leave those on the board for just a second. Check them. Fix your mistakes. All right. So notice the directions for number 9, 10, and 11 say to what? Describe the pattern. So you don't have to finish the pattern. You're just telling me what's happening. So yes, add 3.
Yeah.
Okay, what's on the next one? You're dividing by 2. You're taking away 4 between the 8 and the 4, but yeah, the easiest way for that one is to just divide by 2. Hey, too much talking, guys.
This is going on YouTube.
It is going. Your voice right now is going on YouTube. Yes, you can too. Okay, you can turn it. Okay. So I don't usually pick this class for recording, but you're my only option today. So, look at number 10. Number 10. Anytime the numbers are going down, you need to check either subtraction or division. Subtraction doesn't quite work on that one. So you'll notice that it's like half of the number right before it. Half is dividing by 2. On to number 11. I heard someone say the word earlier. Those are going in which direction? Counterclockwise. So,
Wait, which one?
hey, guys. So the shaded region is rotating counterclockwise.
Yeah, Miss Monday.
The opposite direction of a clock. Okay? See, it's going this way. All right, we can jump right down to the next section. Here you are finishing the pattern. So what are the next 2 terms on number 12? Yes, sir.
Negative 10, negative 12.
Oh, I called on him. Negative 10 and?
Negative 12.
Very good. Do you know the next one?
Yes.
What is it?
28 and 34.
28 and 34. Good. And then the next one, it's like a series of dots. It's not on the screen, but I'm going to fit it on here anyway. The answer has 5 on the bottom.
15.
And then 4.
Right.
And then 3.
3.
And 2. And 1. So double check that you have all of those on the front page. I will pause here for any questions. Number 15 says the sum of any 2 even numbers is, and then you have 3 examples to try to figure it out. Anyone know? Even. Very good. The next one, the product of an odd number and an even number is? Look at the answers. 18, 10, and 28. Even. Okay, I'm going to tell you guys the most common mistake on that one. Every example I did involved only positive numbers. That doesn't mean that they all have to be positive, okay? If you think it's positive, you could very quickly just introduce some negative signs and it would throw things off. So don't say positive or negative unless you are for sure that you cannot come up with an example that disproves it, okay? Any questions? All right, next, the sum of 2 integers... the sum of 2 negative numbers is always... Look at the examples. It's always negative. Good. Great. Remember, when you're finding a counterexample, you're not saying true or false. I already know it's false. Okay, don't tell me false and move on. You're going to get them all wrong. Counterexample is a statement that proves that it is false. So if the product of 2 numbers is positive, then the 2 numbers must be negative. That's obviously false, right?
Yeah.
Because you could multiply 2 what kind of numbers and get a positive? It already says 2 negatives. That's what we're trying to prove wrong.
2 positive.
So 2 positives, give me 2 positive numbers.
2 times 2.
2 times 2, those are 2 positive numbers, and I got a positive number for my answer. So that is a counterexample. I just proved the statement wrong. You don't have to use that example 2 times 2. You could use any 2 positive numbers you want. 2 times 4, 100 times 10, whatever you want, as long as they're both positive and your answer is positive. The next one, the sum of 2 numbers is always positive. So that's saying anytime you add, your answer is positive. What would you have to add?
Negative.
Yeah, what if you added 2 negatives? Like a -2 plus a -3 is a -5. That's a counterexample. So again, you're not saying true or false. You're not saying yes or no. I know it's false. Show me a reason why. And then number 20, every day of the week starts with a T.
Tuesday.
What does Tuesday start with? A T. So you just proved it right. Monday.
I told y'all.
Easy. Hey, what's another one besides Monday? Wednesday. Saturday. Friday. Sunday. Any day of the week besides which 2 wouldn't work here? Thursday and Tuesday. So as long as you don't put Thursday or Tuesday, you're right. Any day of the week that doesn't start with a T. So how do we draw a point? What's a point? It's just a dot. So if I say draw a point, you just draw a dot. If you want to label it with a letter, you can. If you want to just leave it as a dot, that's fine too. All right, a line. What's a line look like? Straight line, and what does it have? Arrows on the end. If you want to put 2 points on there, you can, but you don't. I mean, it's up to you, but I'll put them on there. I'll put one up here too. What's a line segment look like?
2 dots in a line.
Yeah, 2 dots on the end. They have end points, and then a line. The one that's missing that we talk about a lot is a what? Ray. So you might see ray tomorrow as well. If you want to add a ray, that's fine. Let's call it like ray P, Q. So it would start at P and it would go through Q. All right, number 24. Name 4 points that are coplanar. So remember, this is like, let's say we have my iPod, right? And then like a marker shooting out of the top. So it looks something like this, right? The red cap of the marker, that's point D. Down here is point F. And then I'm actually looking for 4 points that are on that flat surface. So what are 4 points that are on the flat surface? A. Hold on. B. C. E. M is actually not a point because there's no dot next to it. M is actually just another name for the whole plane. Is F on the flat surface?
Oh, no.
No, it's way down below. So here, some of you were talking, so I'm going to repeat it. M is the name of the plane. You can tell because it's in the corner, and there's no dot next to it. So don't say point M. There's no such thing as point M. It's just plain M. It doesn't have that dot. So you got to look for the dots when you're talking about points. 3 points that are collinear just means 3 points that are on the same line. D, F, and E are on the same line. Good. You could also do like A, B, C are on the same line. Raise your hand if you have a question. If there are no questions, you have a quiz tomorrow over all this. Now I have to warn you. For some reason, students think that they don't have to read the questions on my quizzes because they look so much like the reviews. The questions are not the exact same. So don't just say like, oh, I remember the answer for 25 being A, B, C. The diagram might be different. The question might be different. So don't breeze through this tomorrow and just fill in what you remember because you're going to get some stuff wrong. Questions? Yes, you can keep this. This is just to help you study.